An elder woman buys a cabin for $5 hoping to die in peace, but instead she finds a mountain lion guarding a secret so dangerous that powerful men will burn an entire mountain to bury it. What she does next, with nothing but her wits and the wild animals around her, will leave you speechless. Before we dive in, what time are you listening? Where are you from? Drop a comment below and tell me, and please like and subscribe for more videos like this. Eleanor stepped out of the bus at the base of the mountain with one suitcase and a deed that cost her $5. 73 years old, widowed, broke. Her knees ached with every step, but she did not care anymore. The cabin was 3 miles up a trail that barely existed. The lawyer had laughed when she inquired about the property. He said no one wanted it. Too remote, too damaged. The previous owner died under strange circumstances, and the estate just wanted it gone. $5. She paid it with the last bit of money from selling her wedding ring. The autumn air bit at her face as she climbed. Her breath came in short bursts. She had been a botanist once. She knew these mountains. She had studied their soil and their plants for decades before her husband got sick, and the medical bills swallowed everything they owned. Now she had nothing. No children, no family. Just a body that hurt all the time and a mind that was still sharp. She wanted peace. She wanted to sit on a porch and watch the trees until her heart stopped. That was all. The cabin appeared through the aspens. Small. Wooden. The roof sagging on one side. She pushed the door open and froze. The smell hit her first. Musk. Animal. Wild. Then she saw the eyes. Yellow. Unblinking. A mountain lion lay in the center of the room. A female. Massive. Her tail flicked once. Eleanor did not move. She could not move. Her heart hammered, but she forced herself to breathe slowly. The cat did not attack. It watched. Then Eleanor heard the soft mewling sounds. Cubs. 3 of them. Tiny. Stumbling over each other near the far wall. The mother was nursing them here. This was her den. Eleanor backed out slowly. She closed the door and sat on the porch steps. Her hands shook. She had nowhere else to go. No money for a bus ticket back. No home to return to. She laughed. A bitter sound. She came here to die quietly, and now a predator occupied her $5 refuge. She spent the night outside. Cold. Stiff. At dawn, she crept back to the door and peered through a crack in the wood. The mountain lion was gone. The cubs were still there. Sleeping in a pile. Eleanor slipped inside quickly. She moved to the back corner where a pile of broken furniture lay covered in dust. She needed to understand this place. She needed to know if she could survive here even one day. As she lifted an old chair, she noticed the floorboard beneath it sat higher than the others. She knelt. Her fingers found the edge and pried it up. Beneath was a metal box. Rusted. Locked. She used a piece of broken wood to snap the latch. Inside were maps. Hand-drawn, detailed, notes scribbled in the margins, coordinates, mineral deposits, lithium, rare earth elements. Vast quantities. Her breath caught. The previous owner had found something valuable. Very valuable. She flipped through the papers. There were dates. Recent dates. Letters from a mining company. Threats. Offers that became demands. Then a final note in shaky handwriting. If you are reading this, then they got me. I left this place to someone with nothing to lose. Someone with the wisdom to see it through. Do not let them take it. Protect the mountain. Eleanor heard the soft padding of paws. She turned. The mountain lion stood in the doorway, staring. Eleanor stayed very still. The cat walked past her, sniffed the box, then lay down between Eleanor and the door, guarding. Eleanor did not understand, but she felt it. This animal knew. Somehow it knew this place mattered. 3 days passed. Eleanor learned the cat's rhythm. She hunted at dusk and dawn. Eleanor stayed inside when the mother was gone. She studied the maps. She understood now. The previous owner had been a geologist. He found deposits worth millions, maybe billions. The mining company wanted him to sell. He refused. They threatened him. He hid the evidence and died. But he made sure the land went to someone random. Someone they could not predict. Someone who might fight. Eleanor had not fought for anything in years. She had let life crush her. But now she felt something she had not felt in a long time. Anger. She heard engines. Distant. Growing louder. She looked out the window. 2 trucks. Men climbing out. 5 of them. They wore work gear, but their movements were military, precise, threatening. One of them pointed at the cabin. Eleanor's heart raced. The mountain lion was outside somewhere with her cubs. The men approached. Eleanor grabbed the box and shoved it into her coat. She slipped out the back window just as they kicked in the front door. She ran, her old knees screaming. She stumbled into the trees. Behind her, she heard them shouting. They were searching the cabin, tearing it apart. She moved deeper into the forest. She knew these woods. She had studied ecosystems like this for 40 years. She knew where the dense undergrowth would hide her tracks. She knew where the rocky ground would leave no trail. She heard the mountain lion scream, a wild, angry sound. Then shouting, gunfire. Eleanor's stomach twisted. They were trying to kill the cat. She changed direction, moving toward the sound. She found a ridge overlooking the cabin. Below, she saw the men. One of them held a rifle. The mountain lion paced at the tree line, her cubs behind her. She would not leave them. She would not run. Eleanor looked around. There, a dead tree, rotted, leaning. She pushed, her muscles burning. It cracked, it fell, it crashed down the slope. The men scattered. The mountain lion bolted with her cubs into the deep forest. Eleanor ran again. She moved for hours. The men were tracking her now. She heard their radios, their coordination. They were professionals. But Eleanor had spent decades in wild places. She led them through thick brush. She doubled back on her trail. She waded through a freezing stream to kill her scent. By nightfall, she reached a place she remembered from her research years ago. A cave, hidden behind a waterfall. She crawled inside, her body shaking from cold and exhaustion. She pulled out the maps. In the dim light, she studied them. The geologist had marked the cave systems. All of them connected. They ran under the entire mountain. There were notes about thermal vents, underground rivers. He had explored them. He had hidden things in them. Eleanor heard movement outside. She pressed herself against the rock. The mountain lion appeared, soaked, her cubs with her. The cat looked at Eleanor. Then she lay down at the mouth of the cave, blocking the entrance, protecting it. Eleanor realized the cat had followed her. This animal understood more than Eleanor had thought possible. They shared the cave that night. The next morning, Eleanor heard helicopters. She peered out. Smoke. They were burning the forest. The men were destroying everything. Erasing evidence. Erasing her. The fire spread fast. The wind pushed it toward the cave. Eleanor looked at the maps. There. A passage deeper. She gathered the papers. She moved into the darkness. The mountain lion followed with her cubs. The passage twisted down. The air grew warmer. The thermal vents. Eleanor used a lighter from her pocket. The flame barely pushed back the black. They walked for what felt like hours. The cubs whimpered. The mother growled softly, reassuring them. Then Eleanor saw light ahead. Not firelight. Daylight. The passage opened on the far side of the mountain. Miles from the fire, they emerged into clean air. Eleanor collapsed, her body done. The mountain lion sat beside her, watching the horizon. That night Eleanor heard howls, wolves, a pack. They circled the area. The mountain lion stood, her hackles raised, but the wolves did not attack. They smelled the smoke. They saw the fire. They knew. Humans had brought this. The wolves turned. They moved back toward the fire, toward the men. Eleanor used the maps to find a ranger station. It took her 2 days. Walking, resting. The mountain lion shadowed her the whole way. When Eleanor reached the station, she collapsed on the steps. Rangers found her. She told them everything. She gave them the maps, the evidence, the coordinates. She told them about the men, the fire, the murder of the previous owner. They did not believe her at first. Then they checked. The fire was real. The men were real. Employees of a mining consortium with a history of legal trouble. The evidence was undeniable. Federal investigators arrived. They found the bodies of 2 of the men, killed by the wolves. The others had fled, arrested later. The company tried to bury it, but Eleanor testified. 73 years old, standing in a courtroom, facing lawyers and executives. She did not flinch. The case took months, but the evidence was overwhelming. The consortium was dismantled. Executives went to prison. The mountain was declared protected land. Eleanor was offered money, compensation. She refused it. She asked for only one thing. Let me stay. Let me protect it. They made her the warden. An unusual choice. An old woman with no formal training in land management. But she knew the mountain. She knew its secrets. She had earned it. Months later, Eleanor sat on the porch of a new cabin built near the old site. The forest was healing. Green shoots pushed through the scorched earth. She saw movement at the tree line. The mountain lion. Her cubs were grown now. Young adults, strong. The mother approached slowly. She stopped 10 feet away. Her yellow eyes met Eleanor's. They stared at each other. 2 survivors, 2 guardians. The cat turned and walked back into the trees. Her cubs followed. Eleanor smiled. She had come here to die. Instead, she had found a reason to live. The sun set over the mountain. The air smelled of pine and earth. Eleanor closed her eyes. Her body still ached, but her heart was full. She would protect this place, as long as she had breath. And when she was gone, the mountain would remember. The animals would remember. Some things are worth fighting for. Some battles choose you. And sometimes the ones with nothing left to lose are the ones who save everything. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe for more videos like this.